Politicians are making decisions every single day in every single country about our lives, and many times they're not doing exactly what we want and what people are expecting. So recently I invested in a project that's currently in its pre-sale, and it's called Politicoin, because Politicoin is a project that's supposed to be running forever, as there will always be politics around the world. And ultimately the project is giving the people the power to hold the politicians they put in office accountable for their actions. And with Politicoin, they're currently in their pre-sale. You can buy it with USDT, ETH, or card. You can do it just directly on their website. And with Politicoin, it's all about giving the power to the people and bringing it back to them. So ultimately, Politicoin, symbol POLI, is a revolutionary movement that aims to hold politicians accountable for their actions through the power of memes. And this project is ultimately capitalizing on the whole entire trend going on with meme coins right now, and the massive explosion we have seen over the last couple of months with meme coins. Especially, we've seen like Brett surpass $1 billion market cap. Pepe and Dogecoin and Shiba Inu have been continuing to do extremely well also. And with Politicoin, they're trying to capitalize on that massive trend we've seen with capital going into meme coins. So with ultimately leveraging humor and creativity, Politicoin is turning political accountability into a global phenomenon. So having that community aspect of meme coins with the real world utility with politics. So ultimately the way it works is that politicians are making decisions every single day about our lives in every single country. It doesn't matter if you're living in the US, if you're living anywhere in Asia, if you're living anywhere in Africa, in Europe, doesn't matter ultimately. But ultimately, when these politicians are making decisions, sometimes they seem disconnected from the real issues that people are facing ordinarily. And Politicoin comes into play because ultimately through their game, PolitiSim, it allows users to participate real-time referendums on hot political topics. So instead of waiting for politicians to debate for months, users can make decisions within hours directly through PolitiSim game. It's ultimately a democracy in action. So right from the game, you can participate and ultimately play and interact directly in the game. You can just participate directly on your smartphone. Recently, they announced a trailer and rolled out a trailer for the game. So let's take a look at it right here. It talks all about major things going on with the game and major things you need to be aware of.
What you are about to see is going to change the politics forever. Welcome to PolitiSim, the game where your voice shapes the future. Engage in real-time referendums on critical issues. Make your vote count on the blockchain for complete transparency. Support your favorite political candidates. Your endorsements can influence real-world elections and policy decisions. Every vote and action is securely recorded on the blockchain. Politicians can see what the people truly want in real time. Join a vibrant community of engaged citizens. Debate, discuss, and shape the political landscape together. PolitiSim, where we the people have the power.
So ultimately with this game, as you can see, politicians can use PolitiSim and the game by peeking in, seeing what people are really feeling about a certain topic, a certain issue that they're talking about, so they can make sound, informed decisions on what people actually want. Because ultimately, ordinary people are the ones voting them into place, so politicians should be in sync and should be following what they actually want. So that's why PolitiSim is so important, and why I think it's going to be around for a very long time. So this project is extremely important because politicians need to know that their decisions have real consequences, and with Politicoin, they'll think twice before making a move. And after all, nobody wants to become a meme living on the blockchain forever, and that is ultimately why they're also branding themselves as a meme coin, and why they're capitalizing on that such strong community with meme coin. So by joining the Politicoin movement, you're ultimately sending like a powerful message to politicians worldwide that people need to face consequences for whatever decisions they make. Even if they're in politics, they should be following what people actually want them to do, because they're the ones who voted them into power in the first place. So right now, the pre-sale for Politicoin, symbol POLI, is taking place. It has already been very, very successful. It's a community-driven project that has, complete transparency. You can go ahead and buy it, like I said earlier, with ETH, USDT card, and there are 0 buy and 0 sale tax. Also, if we go ahead and look at some details of the project, we can see in terms of their white paper, there's a few things that stand out here. And if you look at it, you can see they talk all about the major things with the project, what they're trying to do. Now, the coin is a crucial aspect of their game. It's a core aspect of the entire ecosystem for Politisim. And if you're looking at the tokenomics, we can see for their token, POLI, you see that 80% is allocated to pre-sale, 15% is allocated to listing liquidity, 5% for in-game features. They've had a renounced contract, and this is something that's very important because you can see a vast majority of the token is allocated for pre-sale. That shows it's very much a community-driven project, and that community is really fully backing it, fully helping the project get off the ground and running it. So that's something that I really like to see for a pre-sale project. They see a very large percentage allocated for pre-sale. And also, like they talk about here, for their token audit, if you go ahead and look at the audit, they were audited, and there was no major issues with the smart contract. If we scroll down, we can see all the details of their audit, which took place back in May. You could see that there were no issues with the contract. It says that it is, very secure in terms of the actual blockchain, and you could see in terms of every single specific aspect in terms of subcategories. For coding, gas optimization, business risk, they've basically passed every single aspect of that. So that's also something that you really like to see for a project. So like I said, this project is still in its pre-sale. They don't have a specific date yet as to when it will launch. But remember, like with Wall Street Bets and what they did against hedge funds with GameStop and AMC years ago, they're trying to stick it to the hedge funds because they thought they had too much power. Basically, it's the same thing with Politicoin and what they're doing with politicians. Very similar in their mission and what they're trying to do. So ultimately, this is a product that I did invest in. I think it has a lot of potential, and I like to see that they've been growing their community on social media. They've been able to attract a lot of big investors into the project, and ultimately just their mission in general.